Most people think walking more is the secret to staying healthy after 70. But what if I told you doctors are now warning against it? Walking is a great way to stay active, but if it's the only exercise you're doing, it could actually speed up aging instead of slowing it down. The truth is, as you get older, your body needs more than just walking to stay strong, keep balance, and protect your joints. Relying only on walking while skipping other important types of movement can lead to muscle loss, extra strain on your joints, and a higher chance of falling. That's why experts now say after 70, you should walk less and focus on 5 other things instead. These are the real keys to keeping your strength, energy, and independence well into your later years. In this video, we're going to break down the 5 areas you should focus on instead of just walking. These small changes can improve your mobility, protect your bones, and even add years to your life. Stick with me until the end, because the last one is something hardly anyone talks about, but it has a huge impact on your longevity. Before we begin, if you haven't subscribed yet, I suggest hitting that button and turning on the bell so you don't miss future videos. If you enjoy this one, type 1 in the comments. If you don't, type 0 so I know and can make better videos for you. Now, let's get started. Strength training to keep muscle mass. Walking is great for staying active, but if that's all you do, you could be setting yourself up for muscle loss. After 70, one of the biggest threats to independence is sarcopenia, the slow loss of muscle. The problem is walking doesn't really build muscle. It mostly works the lower body. And even then, it doesn't give your muscles the resistance they need to stay strong. That's why doctors say strength training should be a top priority after 70. It fights muscle loss, improves balance, and keeps you strong enough to avoid injuries and falls. If you can still carry a heavy grocery bag, stand from a chair without using your hands, or open a tight jar with ease, that's a good sign your muscles are working well. But if these everyday tasks feel harder than before, your muscles are likely getting weaker, even if you haven't noticed. And the truth is, if you don't work to keep your strength, your body will lose it. Take Robert, age 74. He walked every day thinking it was enough. But one day he noticed lifting a light box felt tough, and standing from the couch was harder. At first he blamed aging, but his doctor explained that muscle loss isn't automatic. It happens faster if you don't challenge your muscles. Robert started adding simple strength moves like resistance bands, bodyweight squats, and light dumbbells. Within months, he felt stronger, steadier, and even had more energy. Strength training doesn't mean lifting heavy at the gym. It can be as easy as using resistance bands, doing squats or counter push-ups, or lifting household items. The key is progressive resistance, challenging your muscles just enough to stay active and engaged. And the benefits go way beyond strength. Studies show keeping muscle is linked to longer life, better mobility, and even sharper brain health. Want to test your strength? Sit in a chair and stand up without using your hands. If that's easy, great. If not, it may be time to rebuild strength. The good news is, it's never too late. Strength training can reverse muscle loss, improve balance, and keep you independent for years. So if you're only walking for exercise, take this as your wake-up call. Muscle is the key to longevity, and after 70, it's one of the most important things you can protect. If you're still here and finding value, drop a 1 in the comments to let me know you're with me. Balance and stability exercises to prevent falls. Walking keeps you active, but it doesn't always improve balance, and most people don't realize this until it's too late. After 70, preventing falls becomes one of the most important parts of staying healthy and independent. Falls are one of the leading causes of serious injuries in older adults, and many falls don't happen because of weak legs, but because of poor balance. You might think, I've been walking all my life, so my balance must be fine. But balance isn't something that stays strong on its own. It fades unless you train it. Walking doesn't work the small stabilizing muscles in your feet, ankles, and core the way balance exercises do. And when balance weakens, even a small, Misstep can lead to a fall that takes months or even years to recover from. Think about the last time you stood on one foot to put on a sock or reached for something on a high shelf. Did you feel steady, or did you have to grab onto something? Many people don't notice their balance slipping until they have a near fall that leaves them shaken and cautious with every step. That's what happened to Edward, age 76. He was always active. But one day, stepping off a curb, his foot landed wrong and he suddenly lost his balance. He caught himself just in time, but the scare made him realize how vulnerable he had become. His doctor told him simple balance exercises like standing on one foot, shifting his weight side to side, and practicing controlled movements could rebuild his stability. Within weeks, he felt steadier, stronger, and more confident moving around. The best part? Balance training doesn't require a gym or special equipment. Just standing on one foot, walking heel to toe, or doing slow weight shifts can greatly improve stability. And the benefits go beyond fall prevention. Better balance means better posture, quicker reflexes, and smoother, more controlled movements. Want to test your balance? Stand near a counter for safety and lift one foot off the ground. Can you hold it for at least 10 seconds? If it's easy, great. If not, your balance may need work, and the sooner you start, the better. Balance is something people often ignore until it's too late, but training it now can help you stay strong and independent for years. So if you've only been walking, it's time to start focusing on balance too. Because the best way to prevent a fall isn't just staying active. It's training your body to stay steady. Flexibility and mobility, exercises to keep joints healthy. Walking keeps your legs moving, but it doesn't do much for flexibility. And after 70, flexibility becomes incredibly important. Over time, joints naturally stiffen, range of motion shrinks, and movements that once felt easy can start to feel restricted. If you've noticed turning your head feels tighter, or bending to tie your shoes isn't as smooth as before, that's a sign your flexibility is slipping. And when mobility shrinks, so does independence. The problem is walking doesn't stretch muscles fully or use all the different movements your joints need to stay healthy. That's why doctors now say that after 70, working on flexibility and mobility is just as important as staying active. It's what allows you to keep doing daily tasks without pain or strain. Think about the last time you reached into the back seat of your car or tried to put on a jacket. Did it feel easy or stiff? Many people dismiss these changes as just part of aging, but really it's your muscles and tissues tightening over time, little by little. That's exactly what happened to Walter, age 78. He walked every day, but noticed getting out of bed felt stiff, and picking something up off the floor took more effort. His doctor explained mobility loss wasn't just age. It was from not using his joints through their full range of motion. Walter started adding gentle stretches, controlled movements, and mobility drills. Within weeks, he felt looser, more comfortable, and even stood taller. Flexibility exercises don't mean just touching your toes. Dynamic stretches, controlled rotations, and gentle yoga-style moves can make a huge difference. Simple things like neck rotations, shoulder rolls, knee-to-chest stretches, or ankle circles help keep joints lubricated and pain-free. And the benefits go far beyond less stiffness. Better flexibility means fewer aches, better posture, improved circulation, and even a lower risk of falls. Want to test your flexibility? Stand tall and slowly turn your head from side to side. Does it feel smooth or tight? If you feel restrictions, your flexibility is decreasing, and now's the time to fix it. The good news is, mobility loss isn't inevitable. Just a few minutes of stretching each day can keep your body younger, looser, and pain-free for years. So if walking is your main exercise, it's time to add flexibility too. Keeping your joints loose and your movements smooth is one of the best ways to stay active and independent after 70. If you're still watching and finding value, drop a 3 in the comments to let me know you're here. Core and posture exercises. To protect your spine, Walking keeps your legs active, but it doesn't do much for your core strength or posture. And these two things become critical after 70. A strong core isn't about toned abs, it's about stability, preventing back pain, and keeping your spine aligned as you move. If your core is weak, you may start noticing lower back pain, balance problems, or even hunching forward while walking. Over time, that raises your risk of falls and joint strain. Most people don't realize how important posture is until the aches and pains show up. If you're slouching more, feeling stiffness in your back, or struggling to stand upright for long, it's a sign your core muscles aren't pulling their weight. Walking alone doesn't activate the deep stabilizers in your abdomen and back. That's why doctors stress that after 70, core and posture work should be a priority. Take Harold, age 75. He stayed active, but over time his shoulders rounded forward, and his lower back felt strained, even though he walked daily. His doctor explained that poor posture was putting extra pressure on his spine and joints, leading to stiffness and imbalance. Harold began doing gentle core exercises like pelvic tilts, posture resets, and abdominal bracing. Within weeks, his back pain eased, his posture improved, and even his breathing felt better. Core training doesn't need fancy equipment. Simple moves like standing tall against a wall, engaging your abs while sitting, or practicing slow, controlled twists can activate the stabilizing muscles that protect your spine. And the benefits go beyond posture. A strong core means better balance, less joint strain, and even improved digestion, since your abs also support your organs. Want to test your core? Stand against a wall with your head, shoulders, and hips touching it. Can you hold this comfortably, or does it feel forced? If it feels awkward, your posture may need work. The sooner you start, the better. Strong posture and core strength are key for staying active, avoiding injuries, and even looking younger. If you've been relying only on walking, it's time to give attention to the muscles that truly keep you upright and strong. Joint protection and low-impact movements to reduce. Strain walking is healthy, but if it's your only exercise, it can start to put too much stress on your joints, especially after 70. As we age, cartilage wears down, joint fluid decreases, and shock absorption gets weaker. That's why so many older adults begin to feel stiff knees, sore hips, or aching feet, even if they've been active their whole lives. The issue isn't walking itself. It's that walking alone doesn't provide enough support for your joints. Many people assume joint pain is just part of aging, but stiffness and discomfort actually speed up if you don't protect your joints. Walking can even make it worse because it's repetitive impact on the same areas over and over. That's why doctors recommend that after 70, you walk less and add more low-impact movements that strengthen and protect your joints. Think about the last time you finished a long walk. Did you feel energized, or did your joints ache afterward? If walking leaves you sore, your joints probably need more care. That's exactly what happened to Raymond, age 77. He walked daily, but over time his knees stiffened and his back began to ache. His doctor told him to cut down on repetitive walking and start adding low-impact activities. Once he tried swimming, cycling, and mobility stretches, his pain dropped within weeks, without giving up movement. Joint-friendly exercises include water workouts, cycling, tai chi, or even chair-based stretches. These increase blood flow, improve lubrication, and strengthen surrounding muscles without stressing your joints. And the benefits go beyond pain relief. Protecting your joints now helps you stay mobile, flexible, and moving comfortably for years to come. Want to test your joints? Sit in a chair and stand up slowly without using your hands. Pay attention to how your hips and knees feel. Do they move smoothly or stiff and achy? Any discomfort is your body's way of saying your joints need more support, and low-impact movement can make a big difference. Protecting your joints isn't just about avoiding pain. It's about keeping mobility, protecting independence, and making sure every step feels light instead of painful. If you've been relying only on walking, it's time to add movements that help instead of harm. Final thoughts as we finish. Think about this. Walking is healthy, but after 70, it's not enough to keep you at your best. Your body now needs more than steps. It needs strength, balance, flexibility, posture, and joint protection. These aren't just extra workouts. They are the real keys to staying strong, independent, and active for years to come. The good news is it's never too late to start. Your body is amazing at adapting no matter your age. Even small changes like adding simple stretches, light resistance training, or balance drills can help you feel stronger, move easier, and even reduce aches and pains that you thought were just part of getting older. Here's something powerful to remember. Aging doesn't have to mean slowing down. In fact, with the right approach, you can feel better at 75 than you did at 65. Building muscle, improving balance, and protecting your joints will not only help you move better, but will also give you more confidence and energy in your daily life. So ask yourself right now, which area do you need to focus on first? Is it strength, balance, flexibility, posture, or joint protection? Becoming aware is the first step. Once you know where you're slipping, you can take action. And even 5 minutes a day can create real change over time. And remember, you don't have to do this alone. We're building a community of people who want to age with energy and independence. Share in the comments one thing you learned today and how you're planning to use it. Your story might inspire someone else to take action and change their life too. Finally, if this video gave you value, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with a friend who could use these tips. Your support helps us keep creating content that informs, motivates, and inspires. Thanks for being here, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video, stronger, steadier, and ready to keep living life on your own terms.